On the streets outside the US Embassy in London, another huge turnout. For the second day, thousands of protesters out in force. Their passion and calls to tackle injustice undimmed a fortnight after the shocking death of George Floyd in Minneapolis.
The way we oppress the minorities, I think everyone should be equal, and we've been oppressed for a long time, a very long time, so I think it's time to change and make everyone equal.
When we walk into a shop, when we walk anywhere else, if we're with our friends that are black, they just get oppressed straight away. You can see they get judged, and it's not fair. It's not how society should be. We should all be in one. We should be in one harmony.
The crowds here are passionate but very peaceful. Organisers are desperate to avoid a repeat of the violence that marred the end of Saturday's protests. 14 police officers were injured in the violence outside Downing Street on Saturday, including a mounted officer thrown from her horse as it collided with a traffic light.
I'm absolutely sickened and appalled by the level of violence that was on display. Police officers were abused and police officers were injured, and we have a police officer that is seriously injured and in hospital right now, and that is absolutely unacceptable.
The protests in the capital have been replicated, albeit on a smaller scale, in several other UK cities. In Bristol, crowds toppled this statue of Edward Colston, a 17th century trader and MP who protesters say enriched himself on the back of the slave trade. These latest protests are another clear rejection of the government's plea to stay at home. The Health Secretary again outlining the risks of marching en masse in the middle of a coronavirus health emergency.
It's undoubtedly a risk. So, I support very strongly the argument that is being made by those who are protesting for more equality and against discrimination. But the virus itself doesn't discriminate. And gathering in large groups is temporarily against the rules precisely because it increases the risk of the spread of this virus. So I would urge people to make their argument, and I will support you in making that argument, but please don't spread this virus, which has already done so much damage.
George Floyd!
As protesters again congregated in Parliament Square and the area around Whitehall, police reinforcements were close by in side streets, hoping they won't be needed, but ready in the event of trouble. Mark White, Sky News.